Hello everyone. Today I'm here in the East Hospital with Diana because the kids is very fever and me and the Depol for help. So the Depol for interview to Diana.
Yeah, they wanted me to come along. They actually did a full-on interview with Diana, but she wasn't mic'd up, and Diana's voice is very low,
Yeah.
very soft, I should say. And so, just to expedite the video, I suppose, they asked me to come along. So, Diana, promise me you'll speak up. Say hi to everybody first.
Hi everyone.
That's better. That's the voice we want.
Little loud.
I understand, well, last night you called me, or messaged me that the baby was sick. And, so I asked how I could help or how me and I could help, and you were having an issue because the provincial hospital, which is basically free, was full,
Yes.
right? Okay, that was your first choice. You went to a little doctor or clinic there in Tan High where you live, right? Yeah, okay. Means yes.
Yeah.
I'll interpret as we go along here. And then the baby had a very high fever, and that developed into diarrhea, and that was serious enough, the doctor felt,
Yes.
for you to bring her to the hospital.
Yeah.
And the only choice, unfortunately, was ACE, because Holy Child was full, which is not free, but it's half price.
Yeah.
And then Provincial is free, but it was full. And so this was the place. And the only reason that you contacted me, because you and I say hi every now and then, was because it was an emergency. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay,
gotta
please,
speak
Dad.
up a little more.
That's good.
Not sit up, speak up. But you contacted me because it was an emergency and you needed some money. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you told me that you needed 5,000 pesos just to get the baby into the hospital. So we agreed to do that. The good news is May had a subscriber
Yeah.
about 2 weeks ago, sent her a gift of about 4,200 pesos. And we've been sitting on that money. It's been in an envelope in our house for about a week and a half, 10 days. Because his intention was for May to go out and buy a bunch of rice and
Yeah.
sardines and make up food packages and hand it out to kids.
Yeah.
Which she was more than happy to do. Unfortunately, that's a lot easier said than done when you drive a scooter.
Yeah.
So, to hump around with big ass bags of rice and cans of sardines, we would have needed a car. We've both been under the gun lately with trying to get out of town and go on our trip. And so taking those funds and fulfilling that obligation wasn't forgotten, but it was put off.
Yeah.
So then last night I received a phone call from Diana.
Yeah.
And I discussed it with May, and so we contacted her subscriber and said, hey man, can we forget about the food drive
Yeah.
and simply help Diana get her children or child,
Yeah.
Mara, right?
Mara.
Mara into the hospital because she needs to be hydrated. She needed medicine, and that's where we are. So we were glad, May was especially happy to be able to be of assistance because
Yeah.
May loves babies.
Yeah, I love the baby.
So, Diana, show us what kind of medicine you got there real fast. What did they give you?
This is a Cefaclor. Use this for pain stomach.
Pain in the stomach, okay. And then what's the next one?
And zinc sulfate. This is used for poo to be back normal.
Okay, all right, to get rid of the diarrhea.
Yes.
then-
And paracetamol used for fever.
Okay, so she was throwing up, she had diarrhea, and she had a fever.
Yes.
Well, that was.
She have coffee. Cough.
Cough,
Cough.
okay, so cough, fever, diarrhea,
Yes.
throwing up. That would drive any mother to the hospital, trust me. So thank you for calling us. Thank you for
Yeah.
reaching out to us. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
being able to help you.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what, that's, it's just amazing the way that things work, is that guy happened to send the 42, we were
Yeah.
able to make up the 8, baby's in, she's gonna be one night, right?
One night.
Not over yet because
So you be going home today or tomorrow?
we don't know.
You don't know yet? Okay, all right, that remains to be seen, that's
Because
fair.
today is Sunday.
Yeah,
Today
today
is
is
Sunday,
Sunday.
yeah. So, let's get over to John Harper for a minute. How are things going with you and Johnny Boy? Good, bad, indifferent?
Are you
Oh,
miss?
Yes, I miss so much Jan,
Yeah. I see
but
it in your eyes, you know, that you do miss John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it, because you get a little.
but sometimes we having arguments.
Really?
Yes, and because I'm dramatic girl, that's what he think to me.
That is a Filipina.
What's that, baby?
That is the Filipina.
What did she say? She's dramatic?
Sometimes have the drama like that.
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, all right. Well, that happens in all relationships.
Yeah.
And I know that, I think when John first left, you were really kind of confused, a little bit. That was the impression I got. And you were sad, and you didn't want him to go. But do you understand why he's in America now?
Yes.
You get it?
yes.
Okay. And I've talked to him a number of times. We've done a bunch of video chats with the support group. And he always says, you know what, all I want to do is get paid so I can send my family some money. And he had to work 3 weeks before he got his first paycheck. And he was living on very little while he was there. So I know that he was able to send you some funds the other day. And I think you can count on him every week or every 2 weeks, that he'll continue to support you. Do you guys have an opportunity to talk at all?
Right now, no.
No?
Since he left,
Yes?
I don't have no choice to sold my phone
Right,
to buy a diaper and formula.
right, right.
And there's a time that my niece need me a phone to borrow, so
Okay.
I can contact Jan and video call to him.
Okay,
And I did.
all right.
We talk about the babies, how's the babies. I miss you a lot, things like that. And of course, we saying I love you. We take care of there, and sometimes it's really hard because
Yeah.
your partner is far away
Yeah,
for each other.
yeah, but I think that, what I want John to what I think John wants you to understand more than anything is that he had to do it. You know, there was no other way. He could not work in the Philippines. There was no job that he could get that would support the family or support you. So, you sold your phone because once he left, he arrived in America and he was given just enough money at that time to take care of himself, you know, just to buy food. He was getting himself a bank account, he was getting himself a driver's license, and he had rent, and he did find food banks, he did find places to get some clothes, and so I think he just got paid a couple of 3 days ago. And I don't want to talk about how much money he sent you, but it was more than I thought it was going to. So what I can say is that John is giving you more money than is proportionate, if you will, to his check. His check is not that big. He makes, he makes 15 bucks an hour, and he works in a kitchen. So, I would encourage you to just remain patient, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
understand that he's doing the best he can with what he's got to work with. Yeah. So how is the baby feeling now compared to, I don't know, last night? Is she doing better? Is she The
She's
same?
feeling better right now than last night.
Yeah.
Because last night she can't move. She's very like she's tired and she can't straight or strong because we're still waiting the doctor to decide where we gonna refer the hospital. I have two choices whether Polymedic Hospital or East
Right,
Ace
right, this is
Hospital.
Ace, yeah.
Yes.
So
And both are expensive.
that's why I asked
Yeah.
first to John, of course, and he's not online that time.
Right,
That's why I called you.
right.
I contact you, and and thanks because you respond.
Absolutely.
In
Absolutely.
that time, I finally decide to admit here, the ICE Hospital Dumaguete,
Yeah,
and yes, they give hydration dextrose,
Yeah.
and they swab test.
oh, they do the swab test still
Yes,
for
because
the coronavirus still?
yes, my niece is there's no vaccine.
So it's negative, the test was
Negative.
Okay. So she looks, you know, I mean, of course she's squirrely. She's got that big thing on her leg because they're IVing her, it looks like through her ankle or, I guess it's in her ankle. I
The
don't know if you
needle?
can see the needle?
The
Yeah,
blood?
that's the needle.
The dextrose that's going in.
Yeah.
And so hopefully she'll be able to be released today. And then, again, I want to thank you for going ahead and contacting us, because I told you, anytime you need us, just reach out.
Yeah.
And I don't pretend to have the answer, or the cure, or the money for every problem. But if nothing else, we ask for moral support and for prayers. You know? And for some reason, it just always seems to work out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything that you got to add, May, to this whole story?
How about the Clara, you know?
Clara, I left her in my sister. My sister take care of her.
Okay,
The twin, the Mara.
that's the twin. So
Yeah.
she's not sick, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, last time we had double duty.
Yeah.
And anything else, May, that you want
What do you like to tell to my all people watching your interview?
I'm asking you guys praying to my angel Mara.
Yeah.
She been admitted here yesterday. His hydration.
Okay, so you're asking for prayers from the
That's what
audience.
I'm just
Okay.
asking
I think we
everyone.
can make that happen. I think our Baby May's audience can
Yeah.
pray for it.
Yeah, I pray for her.
And we'll also
Yes.
pray that time goes by fast and that John can come back soon
Yeah.
and be with his family. Huh? Look at
She's
his smile.
excited. Thank you so much. Yes.
Well, this is a very serious subject, so I want to end the video right there with everybody happy. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.